Understanding soil health, how roots, fungi, and soil life protect and prepare your soil with PQNK farming. As a farmer, you know that healthy soil is the backbone of productive crops. The PQNK approach, natural ecosystem science for production agriculture, harnesses plant roots, mycorrhizal fungi, and soil life, like earthworms and microbes, to create resilient, fertile soil. These components work together to cushion soil particles, sand, silt, and clay, preventing collapse, and pulverize soil into a fine, crumbly texture that helps new plants establish strong roots. By mimicking natural ecosystems, PQNK practices enhance soil health, reduce labor and external inputs, and promote higher nutritional density and crop yields sustainably. Let's explore how this works and how you can apply it on your farm. Fundamentals of PQNK farming. PQNK farming aligns with nature's processes to optimize soil health and crop production. Key practices include level fields for even water distribution. In irrigated areas, level fields to ensure uniform water distribution, minimizing runoff and erosion. Design long fields with minimal soil shifting to preserve natural soil structure and support root and microbial activity. Break hardpan to expand root zones. Tillage and water inundation create hardpan, a dense, compacted layer that restricts root growth, water infiltration, and aeration. Use a subsoiler, which fractures hardpan without inverting soil layers, or deep-rooted cover crops to expand the root zone and improve nutrient and water access. Use permanent raised beds. Grow crops on permanent raised beds to prevent water inundation and maintain soil structure. Raised beds promote aeration, retain water, and reduce compaction. Plant cover crops as the first crop on new beds to restore soil porosity and prepare for cash crops. No-till precision planting. Plant successive crops on the same raised beds using no-till precision planters designed for PQNK farming. This minimizes soil disturbance, preserving fungal networks and soil life, and supports consistent crop establishment. What are soil particles? Soil consists of three main particle types. Sand, large, gritty particles, 0.05 to 2 mm, like tiny pebbles, that drain water quickly. Silt, smaller, smooth particles, 0.002 to 0.05 mm, like flour, that hold moderate water and nutrients. Clay, tiny, sticky particles, less than 0.002 mm, that form tight clumps when wet, retaining water but risking compaction. When these particles pack too tightly, due to water inundation, tillage, or heavy machinery, the soil can collapse, forming a hardpan that blocks water, air, and roots. This starves crops of essentials and hinders new plants' delicate roots. Roots, mycorrhizal fungi, and soil life counteract this by cushioning particles to maintain structure and pulverizing soil for optimal plant establishment. How do roots, fungi, and soil life help? Roots, mycorrhizal fungi, and soil life form a synergistic team to keep soil loose, aerated, and fertile. They cushion particles to prevent collapse and pulverize soil into a crumbly texture ideal for new plants. Here's how they contribute. 1. Plant roots, framework and pulverizing. What they do, as crops grow, their roots spread through the soil, creating pathways between sand, silt, and clay particles. Coarse roots, 1 to 5 mm, e.g., from grasses or cover crops like janner, clover, or rye, act like natural plows, cracking hardpan and breaking soil clumps. Fine roots, less than 1 mm, weave through smaller spaces, loosening tight particles. When roots die, they leave channels that new roots follow, enhancing soil porosity. Why it matters: roots prevent soil collapse by holding particles apart, ensuring water and air flow. By pulverizing clumps, they create a loose texture that allows new plants' delicate roots to spread easily, reducing the need for mechanical tillage. Roots release sugars and organic compounds, feeding soil life and boosting its activity to further loosen soil. On your farm with PQNK, plant cover crops like janter, clover, rye, or alfalfa on permanent raised beds between cash crop cycles. Their dense root systems open soil pores, break hardpan, and create channels for new plant growth. Leave roots intact after harvest to maintain soil structure and provide pathways for future crops. Mycorrhizal fungi, hidden helpers and pulverizers. What they are: mycorrhizal fungi form a web of thread-like hyphae, 0.001 to 0.01 mm, in the soil, often partnering with plant roots. These fine threads act like a nervous system for plants, sensing soil conditions and delivering nutrients and water from distant areas. What they do: hyphae wrap around roots and spread between particles, acting as a cushion or glue to prevent collapse. They break up soil clumps and bind particles into small, stable aggregates, creating a crumbly, aerated texture. Fungi release enzymes that decompose organic matter, loosening soil and releasing nutrients like phosphorus. Why it matters: the fungal network enhances soil structure, making it easier for new roots to grow. It improves nutrient and water uptake, giving new plants a strong start, which is critical for no-till PQNK systems. Fungi connect plants, sharing resources and boosting resilience. On your farm with PQNK, avoid tillage to protect fungal networks, as it disrupts hyphae. Grow cover crops and leave their roots in the soil to support fungi. Use crop residue as mulch to moderate soil temperature and reduce evaporation. If cover crops aren't feasible, apply aerobic compost as an inoculum to jumpstart fungal and microbial activity, aiding soil pulverization. Soil life, living pulverizers. What they are: soil life includes earthworms, 2 to 10 mm, bacteria, and other microbes. Earthworms burrow through soil, while microbes decompose organic matter and convert minerals into plant-available nutrients. What they do: earthworms create tunnels, breaking up hardpan and mixing particles, resulting in a loose, aerated texture. Microbes produce sticky substances that bind soil into small, stable clumps, preventing excessive compaction. Together, they grind and churn soil, making it finer and more workable for new roots. Why it matters: tunnels and microbial activity create pathways for new roots to spread. Earthworm castings and microbial decomposition add nutrients, creating a fertile environment for new plants, supporting robust crop establishment in PQNK's no-till systems. On your farm with PQNK, eliminate tillage and water inundation to protect soil life. Use organic mulch, e.g., crop residue or weed biomass, to maintain soil moisture and temperature, fostering earthworm and microbial activity. Avoid agrochemicals that harm microbes. Convert crop residues or weeds into aerobic compost to enrich soil life and enhance pulverization. Working together, a natural ecosystem. Roots, mycorrhizal fungi, and soil life form a synergistic team. Roots crack hardpan and create channels, fungi stabilize and pulverize soil while cushioning particles, and soil life further breaks down and mixes particles. This teamwork prevents soil collapse, maintains air and water channels, and creates a fine, crumbly texture ideal for new plants, aligning with PQNK's focus on mimicking natural ecosystems. Why is this important for new plants? New plants have delicate roots that struggle in hard, compact soil. The cushioning and pulverizing actions of roots, fungi, and soil life make soil easier for root growth. Loose, crumbly soil allows new roots to spread without resistance, critical for early establishment. Better for water access. Air pockets and channels ensure water reaches roots without pooling, preventing rot and supporting PQNK's leveled fields and raised beds. Rich in nutrients, fungi and microbes unlock nutrients, e.g., phosphorus, nitrogen, making them available for new plants, enhancing nutritional density. Resistant to erosion, the stable, crumbly structure holds soil in place, protecting new plants from runoff, especially on raised beds. How can you apply PQNK on your farm? To harness roots, fungi, and soil life for healthy soil and thriving new plants, Follow these PQNK aligned practices. Level fields. Ensure even water distribution in irrigated fields to prevent waterlogging and erosion, preserving soil structure. Break hardpan. Use the subsoiler or deep-rooted cover crops, e.g., jantar, rye, to fracture hardpan, expanding root zones without inverting soil. Use permanent raised beds. Grow crops on raised beds to avoid water inundation, maintain aeration, and reduce compaction. Plant cover crops first to restore porosity. Adopt no-till planting. Use PQNK designed precision planters to plant crops on raised beds without disturbing soil, preserving fungal networks and soil life. Use cover crops and organic matter. Sow jantar, clover, rye, or alfalfa between cash crops, leaving roots in the soil. Use crop residue or weed biomass as mulch, or apply aerobic compost to nourish soil life and enhance pulverization. Grow diverse crop combinations. Plant multiple crops and allow beneficial weeds to grow alongside, leveraging varied root systems to maintain soil structure and support diverse soil organisms. Control compaction and chemicals. Restrict machinery to furrows between raised beds, avoid water inundation, and eliminate agrochemicals to protect air pockets, fungal networks, and soil life. The big picture. By integrating PQNK practices, you leverage roots, mycorrhizal fungi, and soil life to create loose, fertile soil that's resilient and ready for new plants. This natural ecosystem approach prevents soil collapse, pulverizes soil for easy root growth, and boosts crop yields with higher nutritional density while minimizing labor and external inputs. Think of roots, fungi, and soil life as your farm's natural engineers, working together to build sustainable, productive soil for long-term success. Start with one PQNK practice, like cover crops, and build toward a fully natural system.